Nation, man, the Las Vegas Raiders are coming off another shellacking, disappointing effort all around. After the first 10 plays, it was a little rough, had some little tidbits here and there. I know my camera's not on, it'll be on in a second. Um, Again, tackling issues, third down, sacks over and over and over again. It seems like every third down, Gino has taken a loss. Something has to be done. Can it be fixed? Is it time for a new quarterback? Is it time for a new coach? Can we get the offensive line rolling? Is Greg Olson, the guy for the future if Pete Carroll stays around? Or will he be just be for this season? We'll get all into that and more. Shout out to the two people in the building. I appreciate y'all. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I know you can't see me. Like I said, my camera will be on in a second. Give me a minute. But the Raiders have many problems, and we are. We're gonna work on those, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all. Um, we are gonna roll the film, do a little film breakdown. Nothing specific, right? We're gonna check out Caleb Rogers and see where he's at. In his first start in week 13. Man, third round pick doesn't get to start till week 13. Pete Carroll seems to have his reasons, right? He wasn't ready in practice. They put the young man on blast all over the internet and had I forgot who it was, uh, a Raiders beat writer come out and say Rogers was going to start, but he wasn't ready. All of a sudden, practice, he couldn't pick up the blocks. He couldn't, wasn't there quite yet, right? So they decided not to start him. If you believe I got some oceanfront property out in the desert of Arizona, I would gladly sell you for a cheap price. So the young man got his feet wet on Sunday, and to me, for a third round pick, looked very very well. Even though it is week 13, you're not out there practicing with the first team. You're getting reps with the second team. How much practice really happens during the season? You only get 14 padded practices, I do believe, throughout the 17, 18-week season. You have to be very, very precise of when you want to use those padded practices, right? Probably don't want to do it on short weeks like we had where we played, on a Thursday and then turned around and played again on Sunday and then played again on Monday. Probably don't want to use those padded practices up. So for the young man to get out there, once again, I thought it made the coaching staff, look like, man, he should have been out there from the jump. Same thing with Darian Porter got out there. You see, in the short routes and the intermediate routes with Dante Thornton Jr., the man's got a big body. He's fast. It seemed to work last week a little bit, but they didn't go to it enough, right? What two targets I do believe. Jack Best 1 target, another big play. They go away from him. That's 2 weeks in a row. Jack Best just had a big play, and you don't see him again the rest of the game. He's just out there as a body. So a lot of this coaching staff is very very frustrating. Not just for me, but I'm sure for everybody in Raider Nation. We're gonna break down some film. We're gonna look at Caleb Rogers. We're gonna look at Antonio Mafi because I thought he played very very well. Also, a guy that I was very very hard on in the offseason. I was very surprised that he made this team. He was very raw, but the guy is short. He's compact. He's a bowling ball. Um, and he's got that lower body strength, right, where he can anchor that guard position, and he's pretty athletic. He showed to me that he's got good footwork, um, and again, that small body was getting underneath people, driving them off the ball. Um, so I thought he showed well, right? I'm just upset that we're just now seeing these guys in week 13, man. This offensive line has struggled tremendously week in and week out in pass pro, run blocking. Aston Genty gets hit in the backfield every time he touches the ball, pretty much, it seems like. Um, so it's been rough. It's been rough. Why are we waiting until week 13, you know, finally eliminated, which, I mean, we've been eliminated all along. Just nobody got the memo to Pete Carroll, unfortunately. So shout out to the people in the building. Before I keep rambling, who's in here? I don't have no glasses. Candy, what's good? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Sham, what's good? Appreciate you in the building. Appreciate you always, replying on the videos. We can't see you. I know. Why are you hiding? That's weird. I'm just hiding, bro. Like, don't question me. This is my show. Who are not seeing? Um, Man, I need some damn toilet paper. But why my nose want to start running as soon as I got up here? Oh, I can use this. Damn it. All right, so like I said, man, there's highs and there's lows. There's a lot to take away from the game. There's a lot of plays that were left on the table that could have been made, and that seems to be the story week in and week out with the Las Vegas Raiders and this coaching staff. Guys are open, quarterbacks just not seeing them. The ball needs to be out quick. We're trying to hold it too long. You need a big play. The offensive line folds like a lawn chair, not just one guy, but it seems to be the whole five front. When we put 8 guys up there, right, with a couple of times we've had another offensive lineman and 2 tight ends. It's not 13 personnel, just an extra body up there. They're still getting through with 4 guys. It just doesn't make sense. It has to be something to do with this coaching staff. I just find it hard to believe in my heart that none of these guys that we have on this offensive line has any heart or any kind of self-dignity or respect or pride, that they just constantly, continuously get beat week in and week out and nothing changes. I find that hard to believe. I find it very hard to believe. Rosetown in the building. So what are y'all's thoughts? How do you feel? We're going to get into the coaching staff. Of course, Pete Carroll is on the hot seat. He should have been on the hot seat a long time ago, in my opinion. There's a lot of people that want him gone out of the building. There's a lot of people that believe, Pete Carroll just needs time to turn it around. To those people that say Pete Carroll just needs time to turn it around, I will ask you 3 questions. Do you let a man stay that comes in and went over the roster, released in free agency, let 8 starters walk and thought he could replace them? 5 of those were drafted Raiders that have been in this organization for 3-4 years. Some only 2, but most of them have been in this organization under the same defense for a long time. There was chemistry in the building. They were developing. They were getting better every single year. And you come in and you get rid of everybody that has developed players, every player that's been developed, that was worth of shit, that was drafted by the Raiders in the last 3 or 4 years. And you replace them with guys that, are on their last leg in their career, quarterbacks that can't, that just fell apart after week 2, and you will not bench him or give anybody on the roster a shot. Do we keep this guy in the building? Do you keep a guy in a building that fired 2 coaches that he brought in on the staff? Yes, Tom McMahon was already here, but Pete Carroll had to sign off on Tom McMahon staying in the building. I'm sure there was no, stipulation in his contract saying these coaches stay and these coaches go. If there was, I'm wrong, but I just don't see that being the case. He signed off on Tom McMahon, and there were reports that Chip Kelly, and I'm looking for him. I know I have the film. Rosetown was good. Appreciate you. I know I have it somewhere. It just takes time. I'm not very organized, so I have to go back and find it. But there was reporters saying that Pete Carroll got on a plane and went and talked to Chip Kelly, right, personally, himself, to recruit him to Las Vegas. Now there's reports saying Chip Kelly never wanted Pete Carroll. They were never on the same page. There was, bumping heads in the playbook. Some people wanted it one way, other person wanted it the other way. It was Tom Brady's guy was Chip Kelly. Now Pete Carroll is trying to put it out in the media that Chip Kelly was botching plays, was calling plays that nobody knew on the roster. You got guys that are, you know, respected in this organization coming out and saying that they've talked to players and the players, you know, have said the same thing. They didn't know the play. They had no idea what the play call was. There are reports from Tom Pelissero coming out saying that Chip Kelly was calling plays where he had a guy, you know, going in motion, lining up on the right side. It's supposed to be on the left side, going in motion to the right. That's why we've seen a lot of these plays where guys are running supposedly back and forth. Or did they just watch film and seen that guys didn't know where they were going? It was like, man, this is a good excuse to throw this out there. So it's a bad time to be a Raiders fan, man. It's a bad time to be a player when players like Max Crosby, you know, was on the verge of where he didn't know if he wanted to come back. They brought in Pete Carroll. They talked him into staying, told him it was going to be different, and it's been worse. It's been way worse, right? Last year, it was, you know, guys aren't happy with the practices. There's no structure. There's no organization. AP isn't doing his job, right? All these things coming out. But was that really the case? How many people are in these, you know, I wish I could talk to the players. I wish they'd give me their phone numbers, no names, you know, because I'm going to tell you the truth. But I just don't feel like there's a lot of truth going on when you have guys saying that they were not happy with the structure of the practices the year before with Josh McDaniels, right? Everybody was complaining about the practices being too long, the meetings being too long, too much information, the playbook being too deep. You know, isn't this football? Don't you get paid millions of dollars? The good teams have no problem being in the building constantly. Max Crosby's in the building from 5:30 in the morning till whenever he leaves, right? We hear the reports all the time. So what's the problem with the practices and the meetings being too long? Don't you want those meetings and practices to be long if this team needs to be developed more, if the players need to be developed more? So we're constantly running guys out of the building, you know, that were doing their job, right? They were complaining about having to work. That's what they get paid to do. Not enough time with their family, you know, on the road. And, you know, we get it. And that's horrible. But you chose this, you know, you chose this life. So then with AP, right? You have one guy wants one thing, another guy wants another thing. AP's constantly in the news talking about the Raiders, talking about Mark Davis, talking about Tom Brady. What's the real dealio with that? So it's just a bad look all the way around. I can't remember a time. I've been a Raider fan 50 years. Y'all know I got this shit tatted on my whole entire arm, like, which doesn't mean nothing, but to me it does, right? I bleed silver and black. I love this team, and to watch this shit constantly every year just be the laughing stock and the circus, like I keep saying. Colin Cowherd said 2 years ago, right? The Las Vegas Raiders are like a high school parking lot circus and a bunch of clowns running the show. And every year you get promises and promises and promises of, man, we're supposed to have a 10-win season. I've won 10 games every year. Okay, so what is the excuse now? You misread the roster, right? Isn't that a problem? Isn't that excuse, you know, grounds for being fired? A 40-year coach with experience came in, talked to these players, watched film of these guys and said, oh, yeah, man, we can hit the ground running. We're just going to get rid of 8 starters right off the bat. And we're going to bring in all these guys that have never been in a Patrick Graham system, and then we're going to change Patrick Graham's system to my system and not blitz, not once. I mean, how many times have we blitzed this year? 5? This is the Raiders, bro. This is the Raiders. We don't blitz. We don't hit nobody. We can't tackle. We tackle with clotheslines. We tackle with diving at people's feet. We tackle with sliding into people. And these are our stars. These are our top players, right? Can't tackle. You can't tackle. You can't hit nobody. The only person I've seen hit anybody on this team has been Jeremy Chin. Over and over and over again. Landon Roberts once in a while gets a good hit. But I've seen him miss way more hits than he's laid. And, you know, no disrespect to any of the players, but what are we teaching these guys? Nobody goes for the ball. Max Crosby said in his podcast today, I got to the quarterback. I should have got the ball out. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, bro. A million times you never go for the ball. I never see you swap for the ball. Never see you try to level a quarterback and murder that dude because too much respect for these players. So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy that every year it's the same nonsense. Every year it's the same losing record. It doesn't get better. The players we do draft, like a Nate Hobbs, who isn't doing the greatest right now, but guys like Trayvon Morig, Divine Diablo started out the year looking like the best linebacker in all of the NFL. Robert Spillane still making plays, made a huge interception last night, right? Kayla Chasen, $3.5 million, bro. $3.5 million. We can't get to the quarterback with a $36 million defensive end, but Caleb Chasen could get there every single damn play. Every play, that dude's at the quarterback. Tripped, double teamed. It's ridiculous, man. All right, I'm going to stop rambling. I went on my tangent probably way too long. Y'all don't want to hear my soapbox, but shout out to the 9 people in the building. Let me get to these chats, and then we'll get to some film. Because I could do this stuff all night long. Excuse the language. Oh yeah, you're a clown. Don't be talking shit. Probably because of the way you're beating, honestly. I'm not getting cold. I didn't see no coaching on the sidelines, chewing up any of the players. And see, man, I got to keep these answers short. If you have any questions, just please hashtag the question so I know it's a question. Otherwise, I'll read these questions and I'll just ramble, bro. I'll just ramble all day long. I'm passionate. I love this shit. I love the Raiders. There's just so many things wrong. We could just talk all day. I didn't see any coaching on the sidelines chewing out any of the players. I mean, and I don't see, one time, right? One time I seen Geno Smith yelling at a guy missing a block, but he is nobody to be yelling at anybody for making bad plays or not doing his job. Other than that, Max Crosby and Landon Roberts got into a little tiff, yelling at each other. Other than that, I've seen nobody, I've said this before and I've mentioned it, many times on my lives. I don't see Geno Smith over there talking to his linemen. I don't see Geno Smith over there talking to his receivers. If you look on the sidelines of any NFL team, whether they're winning or losing, when they come off the field, their quarterback's over there watching film, and then he's going over there and talking to his guys. Geno does this. You got your coach over here trying to show you a play. He's on this side. Geno's looking this way. He don't want nothing to do with it. He don't want to be involved with nobody out there. He's constantly sitting alone. And I mean, if I was playing that bad, I probably wouldn't want to do anything with anybody either. But when your head coach talks about how much of a leader this guy is constantly, right? Oh, Geno, G's a great leader. G's a great leader in the building. You're constantly talking about what a great leader is, but I don't see him leading nothing on the film. I see his huddles. You can barely hear his cadence when guys are mic'd up. You can hear other quarterbacks throughout the whole entire stadium. If you've ever been to a stadium, you can hear them dudes calling their plays. You can't hear shit from Geno. It is quiet. So no wonder nobody's has time. Nobody knows what's going on. You can't even hear the dude call plays. So there's a lot of problems. No coaches. But since you brought that up, it won't let me damn record it. And if anybody could find this video, because I did not record the game, I don't have the game. And on YouTube TV, you can't even record clips off of it with anything. So I can't find the damn clip. However, the touchdown, right? The first touchdown, second touchdown. I think it was the first touchdown. You have Nate Carroll standing on the sidelines with a headset. Have you ever seen how many assistant, what is he? Assistant offensive coordinator or whatever he is? Why does this dude have a playbook in his hand and a headset on? Why does Brendan Carroll have a headset on? How many offensive line coaches have you ever seen wear a headset on the sideline? Somebody let me know. Am I just tripping here? Is this thing a thing that happens all the time? Is there always everybody on that sideline's got a headset on? Because on the Raiders sideline, I see a lot of guys. But anyways, get to the point. The touchdown. Nate Carroll runs over there. He's jumping up and down. He shoves Greg Olson. He's like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, right? Greg Olson said, no smile, no smirk. There's problems in that building, bro. There's problems in that building. Why is Nate Carroll acting like a fool because he scored a touchdown, right? And, jumping up on guys. You see Gino after the game goes over there, taps Brock Bowers on the shoulder. He's smiling. He's laughing again. Another loss. Your quarterback is smiling like, they just won the Super Bowl. Big problems, bro. Big problems. We need that. Instead, Max is doing it. Max is doing what? Oh, yeah, the Landon Roberts thing. But that's one time this year, bro. If Max is your leader and you're constantly losing or guys are constantly messing up on plays, you don't have to yell at them, right? You don't have, but man, go over there and talk to them at least. I don't see any talking on the sideline. I see every time there's a bad play, guys go and sit down. There's nobody, no coaches going over there. There's no coaching them up. If you look at the Falcons, bro, right? Was it Raheem? What the hell is their coach? But if you look at the Falcons coach, at the end of every play, offense, defense, man, he goes over there and high fives everybody that was out there, right? He's talking to guys, hey, I seen you could have did this. Hey, I seen you could have did this. Pete Carroll, smacking gum, bro. That's all he does. Walking up and down the sideline, smacking gum. I don't even see that dude talk much on the sidelines. But anyways, not much coaching going on. So if there's not much coaching going on, right, we see you see the practices. You see the practices, right? There's all these, Vegas Sports Today. I don't know if Heidi's still doing it, but there's a lot of people out there, right? Constantly on X, constantly on YouTube, posting the practices. Jesse Merrick. Pete Carroll's just walking around, bro, running back and forth, throwing a football. Like, I know they don't show us running plays or anything, but there's no energy in that building. It used to be Pete Carroll have, all the energy, had the clown show with the ball, rolling around and dressing up as animals and shit on the sidelines. Now, Pete Carroll, you can't even understand what he is saying when he's talking in his press conference. It's mostly mumbles. We played a good play, and I thought he was going to go over there, and then, G's looking great, You just got to protect him. We're gonna make a play, and then I'm like, what? He sounds like Boomhauer from the damn cartoon. I can't even understand what he's saying anymore. It used to be energetic, right? He was all enthused. He was like, man, we're gonna do this. Man, we're gonna do this. I'm telling you, this is a man that's lost. He's admitted, I've never been in this position before. I don't know. I've never been here. I don't know what to do. So, how do you have a coach and a quarterback, right? Geno Smith. Every interview, I need to get better. I need to get better. I need to get better for my team. Put it all on me. I need to make better plays. 13 weeks of saying I need to get better, and you still have not got better. It's time to find someone better, right? When is it not time? You have two quarterbacks. You wasted a third round pick on Geno. You wasted a fifth round pick on Kenny Pickett, who has seen the grass. One time he took 2 snaps. One was a fumble. The next was a handoff. Geno was back out there. We have been down by double digits in 7 games this year. 7 out of the 12. In the third quarter. Where are these young kids? Where's Cody Eichenberg? Where's Tommy Eichenberg? Where's Cody Lindenberg, right? Where are these young kids that they drafted to play? Caleb Rogers can't get on the field because he's not dressed every week. Charles Grant, okay, if he's not ready, wouldn't it be a great time to get him practice reps when you're down by 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter? Wouldn't it be time to be like, okay, let's see what Kenny Pickett has. Go out there, take some snaps. Take some snaps with the first team. Why would you not do that? My opinion is it's too late in the season, and if it works with one of those guys out there, He's definitely not coming back this year, right? Pete Carroll's done, one and done. He's trying to save face by keeping Geno out there and hoping God you keep throwing shit on the wall, something is gonna stick, right? He's gonna make a play. As long as we keep throwing 3 yard outs to Genty on checkdowns, 5 yard slants, right? Something is gonna click. It's not clicking, man. It's not clicking. It hasn't clicked yet. The only thing is clicking is marbles in somebody's head. Click, clack, click, clack. Um, can't make it. Can't make this up. We need a logo to get a what? To get an exorcism or something that make it will get us start winning. Bro, I don't know what we could possibly do. Um, I don't think changing the logo is going to help, but we could try. Chin, the only one that I would bring back. I don't know. I think Eric Stokes has played very, very solid. He's held his, he's held it down over there, strapped, right? So I'd bring Eric Stokes back. Now, if you could draft somebody or you can get a free agent to come in and compete and he wins the job, then you have a damn good backup. You have somebody that's a rotational piece, right? You can come in on third down or second down or run downs or whenever you want to do it in there, right? Robert Penn in the building, appreciate you. Bush Raider, appreciate you. I'm slow. Also let Chip run the offense instead of run he failed in 2003 Seahawks offense. Yeah. I mean, to me and to a lot of people, it definitely looks like the same Seattle offense, right? Throw the ball 40 times a row. They ran it a little bit more there, but they had 3 running backs, that they were constantly interchanging. Ashton Genty played 90 something percent of the snaps last week, the most he's ever played in his career. We have 3 running backs. You didn't want to use Ashton Genty in the beginning of the season because you didn't want to wear him down for week 13 when you're 2-10. But now you want to keep him out there 90% of the snaps and only hand off to him. What do you get? Touch it 15, 17 times this game, which ain't bad. I won't complain about that. Buffalo Bills. Yeah. All right, man. So I could ramble out there about this shit. Let's get into some film. Let's see what's clickety clacking on here. All right, we're just gonna go with Rogers. See if y'all can see my. Y'all see my marker? No. Damn it. All right, so this is our line. Number 70. We all know Pete Carroll's guy. Dylan Parham on his contract year. The film isn't great for him, right? It's been okay at times, but it hasn't been great. You got another Pete Carroll and a Spy Tech guy, Alex Kappa playing center. I don't know why. Alex Rogers making his first start, and DJ Glaze, man, who God, it's been rough. That's all I can say. It's been rough. Let me start this so I know where I'm at in the chat. All right, so let's roll this tape. So Caleb Rogers, 1-on-1, right? Let's see what he does. Man, that's kind of like a bully snap to me, bro. Like right off the rip, I'm looking at Caleb Rogers and saying that's your first ever snap in the NFL. What was he doing wrong in practice that he didn't know? I mean, obviously he was 1-on-1. There was no zone scheme. Well, not a bad rep. Not a bad rep. Hey, y'all don't need to see me. Let's change this. Hold up. Pause. Better show. Boom. All right, that's better. That's better. Yeah, I still can't. Can I drag this down or something? Shit. Give me a minute. Let me fix this somehow. All right, that ain't working either. All right, that's what y'all got. If you're on the phone, probably be a little harder to see. So let's roll the tape. We got cover two. Got Gino surveilling, right? Pointing it out. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't even know what to say about that. All right, let's look at it from this point of view. Got cover two, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4. They're sending four. They're dropping everybody back. Let's see what happens up here. Okay. First off, the first thing I see wrong that I've seen wrong in every single drop back from Geno Smith this year is, let's roll this back a little bit more. All right, watch his footwork. Now, as a quarterback, you take your 5-step, 3-step, 7-step drop, whatever the step drop is, right? When you get to that drop, you plant your back foot and you hitch, which means you step up. You step up, right? Watch Geno Smith. He gets to his drop, he puts his feet together, and he backpedals. Now, you could say he didn't have time to step up, but when he got to the end of his drop, and I went past the play again. No time, no time. All right, so hold it here. Where is he looking? Where is he looking? I don't know if you ever see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5, Khalil Mack. Look at Caleb Rogers right here. 1-on-1. Again. Good protection. Good protection. The man whose contract is he's playing for over here. He's supposed to be double teaming that man, I would think, right? Yeah, he's gonna get totally out of the play. He's got his back to two defenders who look like both have their man beat. Both have their man beat. Yeah, outside man had his man beat. Look at your boy right here. This is the first time I watched this. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have watched this before. Golly, bro. Like, but Caleb Rogers over here, right? Caleb Rogers, DJ Glazes beat. I don't know what Alex Kappa is doing up over here. And Forsythe got cooked. I mean, we've seen this all year long. But Dylan Parham, man. Dylan Parham. Don't even help, bro. Don't even help. Don't even help. All right, let's rewind this. Step up in the pocket, bro. You gotta feel the pressure. You gotta feel the pressure. If you step up in the pocket, first you gotta step over the man. It's getting ready to trip you. But man, at least try, right? At least try. At least try. These are the plays that we deal with every single game, bro. Again, Gino, look at your protection, right? Cover two. You got 1-on-1 down here. You got 1-on-1 right here. What the hell they got going at the top? You got 1, 2. I guess 4 or 5 down linemen, one way the hell out there by the receiver. Is he really coming? I don't know. Oh yeah, they're sending everybody. Damn. All right, Gino, what you got? Like, this is what Gino sees right off the bat as a quarterback. What do you do in this situation? What are you looking at? Me, I see I got two guys at the bottom, bro. I'm gonna try to roll out this way, right? To where I got two guys one on one and a whole entire field that I could be running to. Nah, we're not doing that. We're gonna take the sack. Golly. Is every play a sack? This is all Caleb Rogers shit. Every play's a sack. All right, again, stop it from the jump. Every play they're sending out. All right. So they got five, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in protection. We got numbers, right? You got numbers. Geno Smith, you got to know you got numbers, but you also got to know if you got numbers up front, you don't have numbers downfield, right? Man. This is bad. This is bad. All right. Why isn't that going to the next one? It is that. That's the same play. Pass protection. This is the best thing we have right here. Punts. But it wasn't good. It wasn't very good to Sunday. It was not very good. The Raiders. Wait, what the hell happened? Go back. So the Raiders have their opportunity. Ball is on the ground. Stop it here. You have 1, 2, 3, 2 guys on the ground. He dives right over. Here's the ball. Dives right over the ball. Both guys miss it. He misses it. You would think he was on it. Somehow, the Raiders do not come up with this ball. Again, loose ball on the ground. Missed opportunity after missed opportunity after missed opportunity after missed opportunity. All right, look at this run lane. We're in cover what? One, I can't see the other. Probably cover 3. You got numbers and you can't get to the quarterback, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 2 receivers, man. You got to play man on these guys. You got to play man on these guys. If I could ever pause a Raiders offensive line run play that looked like this, Ashton Genty might have 2,000 yards already. Might, might. But we'll get to some of his plays in a minute. Not the greatest. You got a cut back lane. You got one on one. Just couldn't get through it. Nice run blocking. I'm gonna pause this because I don't know what the hell just happened. It just went way off track. But as you can see, man, as you can see, Caleb Rogers seemed to look pretty good. Look pretty good. Hold on, I gotta fix this damn thing. I don't know why it went away. Come on, man. Come on, man. Caleb Rogers. Oh, what the hell's going on with this damn filter? Give me a minute. So, man, what do y'all think? Let me know. Do y'all think Caleb Rogers, just off of those couple plays, does he look like a kid that's not ready? 2025 week, Los Angeles. Damn, Caleb Rogers. Shit. All right, I think I got it fixed. All right, I think this is a pass play. Yeah, incomplete, short right to Genty. And Geno Smith is just gonna throw it into the defender. Let's turn it around, see what Geno sees. All right, stop it here. You got 1, 2, 3, shit, 2 down linemen. You got 4. You got 6 in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on the line and a running back. Damn good block by Caleb Rogers again. I don't know what's going on over here. Once again, you have this man who is on his contract year with nobody to touch. Nobody. Nobody. DJ Glaze holding his own on the end, right? Foresight. Hold up. I got let's play this again. I got to start recording these and put them in slow motion. My goodness. I apologize. They'll get better. All right. So you got the hell. 2 tech. Way the hell out here. You got the ghost. 2 linebackers. But you can see the whole field. They're bringing, again, I don't know why they keep doing this. I've seen too many plays where Trey Tucker comes in tight like he's blocking. If you're going to run this play, I don't have a problem with the play. I have a problem with the personnel. If you're going to run this play, shouldn't it be Jack Besh? Shouldn't it be Carter Runyon, right? Shouldn't it be somebody that could actually chip or block if that's what he's trying to do? But bringing these guys into the line of scrimmage tight all the time is, I don't know. If you're going to bring these guys in tight, I'd have a bigger body in there. Even if it's just a short route, right? Dante Thornton, taller guy. Why is it Trey Tucker? My God, dude. Why isn't it showing the whole thing? Let's go back to the sideline view. Let's go back to the sideline view. You can bring Trey Tucker in tight, right? Man comes with him. Who you got out here? You got 2 receivers. You got 2 receivers. Why isn't he throwing this ball up here? Why isn't he throwing this ball up top? Well, maybe because he just stopped. But never even looked back. I don't know. So I don't know what this play was. I guess it was a late developing screen to Ashton Genty. Like, this makes no sense, bro. It just makes no sense. Like, you're staring down that man. If he makes an out route, right? If he cuts out right there, you got it. If he cuts out right there, you got him. You're looking at the top, you never throw it. He never turns around and looks. So obviously the ball's not coming to him. Obviously he's coming to one of these guys. So why is he waiting so long? One Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi, four Mississippi. Man, come on, bro. You have 5 seconds. You have 5 seconds. That play makes no sense at all, bro. Makes no sense at all. Just makes no sense. But Caleb, damn good blocking. Nice double team. Passes this guy off right. He's about ready to get upfield like he's supposed to and level somebody. Except they don't get the ball. They don't get the ball. Oh, shit. All right, again, cover two. What's he looking at? Oh, not cover two. He's dropping in the box. This is what Gino sees. Never checks out of it. Never calls anything out. Never changes a play, right? Look at where Gino's head is. Gino's looking over here, bro. He never sees this man come down. Look at this. Look where he's looking. Look at where he's looking. Look at where he's still looking. The first time you looked up, this is what you seen. Cover two, right? When you're walking, you see it come, you're looking over here to one receiver. You got one on one. You got one on one. You bring him in tight again. Yeah, this shit made no sense. It just makes no sense. And that was a different play. They ran that shit twice. Golly. All right. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Jesus. All right. You're in the gun, man. You're in cover two, right? Doobity doo doo doo. I don't know why they got one, two, three, four, five. Again, five. Hands in the dirt. Way out here by the receivers. You know why? Because we have no athleticism on this offensive line at the moment. We have nobody that's quick enough to get out here and get to these guys. And they're just going to run right by DJ Glaze, probably like they've been doing all game long. I don't know, but let's see. All right. You caught the ball. He looked left and could right away looks right, looks right, looks right, looks right, looks right. Throw that ball. Throw this ball, bro. Throw this ball, please. Please. Or I guess just keep that funky ass stance and don't look the other way. Come on, man. Is this we're talking about this personnel is we have a bad team. We have bad personnel. Pete Carroll just can't coach with how bad this team is. I see separation, man. I see guys open. Now, maybe not here and here, but you got one on one here. Come on. You got plenty of time to throw that ball. If you don't, come on, you're just gonna eat it. That's Brock Bowers, dude. That's Brock Bowers. Again. When's Brock start looking? Throw the ball. Throw me the ball. Please. Even here, bro, Dante Thornton in the middle. You have a 6'5", 4.3 speed that has hands all over him. That's not a pass interference. I don't know. I don't know how it's not pass interference. But look at this, bro. Look at he's oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. We're supposed to be looking at Caleb Rogers. I get it. But man, what? How is this not a flag? Middle of the screen. By the hashes. Look at this. The whole entire play, he's got his arm around his back, bro. The whole play. Wow. All right, Gino. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6. Why does it keep going back to this damn play? What the fuck is going on here? I'm going to break this thing. Nice play. Gets the ball out quick. Why can't we see more of that? Why can't we see more of that? Trust your protection. Trust your receivers. So again, you got numbers, right? Man, I don't know. Parham is way late over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on 4, which means you don't have numbers in the back, right? Great move by Brock Bowers, man. Just totally smoked this guy and gave him a little something at the end. You could run that play all day long, probably. You could probably run that play over and over and over again until teams just got tired of it. More than likely. All right, handoff, Genty. Man, what is this? What is this? All right, first off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess he's kind of out of the tackle, but maybe 8. He's low enough. You could say 8 in the box. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, to know it's a run play. The fuck down is it? Oh no, it's 1st and 10. Fuck, I don't know. All right. What does Genty see? A pile of bodies. Not bad blocking, right? Not bad blocking. But this man, which is Caleb Rogers, has to get off and get this guy, right? If you get to the next level, this man is totally done, right? He's going the other way. No reason to continue. You have to get out that block quick, get to the next level. He gets off a little late and misses him. And Ashton Genty, instead of following this big mammoth rookie right here, decides to cut it back. And then cut it back again because he's seen number 2. Now, am I wrong here? Am I wrong here? How many people are in the building? Talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Am I wrong? Is this not a rookie mistake? Is this not a problem that we've talked about? Other channels have talked about. 805 Raiders talked about. Ashton Genty's vision. This is a bad decision. This is a bad decision, man. Look, you have the ball. Boom, right there. How do you not see this as a running back? How do you not see? So you got one cut there, straight in. Like, why are you turning upfield to run right into these dudes? Right? Like this, come on, man. We've seen this last year. We've seen this last year over and over again. Fast speed. Again, I'm running again. Caleb Rogers. Boom. Got his man. Oh, that wasn't Caleb. That was the hell was that? Back to back handoffs. Let's run this back again. Let's pause it. What do we got? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 guys in the box. You got 8 guys in the box. The Raiders got the whole damn team here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got the whole team pretty much tight to the line. Every time they do this, they run the ball. I know it, you know it, everybody that watches football knows it, but they still continue to try to run out of these situations. Just one time. But I like to see this man keep the ball. Just one time, bro. One time. What are we in? We are it is 2nd and 9 right here. 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, if you keep this, if you keep this, look at this. If you keep this and you don't run so far out here, but you run a little inside here, bro, you got 30 yards, at least 20, 5, 10, 15, right? Line of scrimmage, 5, 10, 15. Come on, man. You got at least 20 yards before you can go out of bounds. You're not even going to get hit. These are read option plays. He has the ability to keep the ball. That is why it is called a read option. You read the defense, right? You read. You're looking at defense right now. He's looking at it. Come on, man. Once in a while, you gotta keep these. If the O line coach is playing Madden in real life, maybe. All right, again. One, two, three, four, five, six. They're bringing six. But we have, what did I say, 8 up there? Man, I'd like to see even Genty just bounce this to the outside. I don't know if you got time once you get the ball, but let's see where it's at. Let's pause it. I don't know why you're running into this pile, but there's a lane right here. There is a lane between number 70 and Alex Kappa, the center, who is already beat. I mean, the guy's past him, right? He's on his inside shoulder. He's already by him. You can see his numbers. You know he's beat. You can't see both the numbers, but you can see one of them, which indicates, right, you pretty much cooked. Ashton Genty, put your head up, son. Put your head up. You got to see this. All I see him doing is making jump cut after jump cut after jump cut in the backfield. You know what would be nice right here? A jump cut to bounce it out. Nah, he's just gonna keep running. And I know that's what the play was probably called for, right? Right? Hit the B gap. But vision is key, man. What we got here? Too high again. Man, you gotta throw these balls quick. Golly. All right, let's run the play before I get exaggerated. Oh, nope, it's a sack. I'm right. Nope, it's a sack. I was right. So I thought I was going to get over exaggerated and say, man, you got to get this ball off fast, and it's a big play. All right, so here we go. Let's go back one more. Let's go back a little bit more. I'm going to pause, and pause because I don't have slow motion. All right, so you get the ball. And you're just gonna keep running backwards. Yes, it's an all-out blitz. Yes, there's guys in your face, bro. But you got Brock Bowers in the middle of the field. I don't know who that is, but I think more than likely it's your boy Lockett that you wanted to bring in, right? That you have a connection and timing with, right? ESP, like receivers and quarterbacks are supposed to have. That's why he was brought in the building. Nah, bro. Brock never looks, never turns his head. I guess that's not on the quarterback. Brock never turns his head. Tyler Lockett never turns his head. Why are these guys running? This is the problem we have with Chip Kelly. This is the exact same problem we had with Chip Kelly. Exact same. What down is it? Where are we at? It is 30. and 9. It is third and 9. Third and 9, bro. You need 9 yards, not 80. 9 yards. 9. Where's the marker? Oh, let's see. 9 right here. 35 somewhere. You got two guys sitting right there. But they run back. He doesn't like that one-on-one. When you got Brock coming up to block, maybe screen. I guess you can't really screen or pick that deep, but I mean, you got options other than a sack, bro. You got options other than a sack. Throw the ball away. Throw the ball away. But like I said, DJ Glaze, when they're lined up that far on the outside, stands no chance. They're going to win that battle every single time. Every team's done it all year long. They all know what's coming. They all know what's happening. That's just rough, man. The whole offensive line just gets demolished. Man, bro, bro, what is Dylan Parham doing, man? Why is Caleb Rogers not on the left side this whole time? Antonio Mafi on the other side? Why wasn't JPJ at center? Why? Why? I mean, this is what, 5 plays in a row now? 6 plays that I've showed where Parham has nobody to touch. And I know you're looking at, Khalil Mack 52 right here. You're like, damn, I gotta get this man. But you're gonna let the dude lined up in front of you go? Stop looking back at the quarterback and look at the man in front of you, bro. I don't know. You got your hand out. I don't know what that's doing. Your first intent as an offensive lineman, bro. Your offensive lineman. Anchor or push. If you're run blocking, you want to get your hands up before the defender, right? Get underneath them, drive with your legs, get them out, right? If you're blocking, man, you drop your ass, you get low, and you hold your man. But you can't hold your man with your hand out. I don't know what you're doing to Alex Kappa, bro. I don't know why your hand is out there. Like you're saying snap the ball, like get it. But come on, man, this is hurting this offensive line. Nobody is quick enough or fast enough to have their head turned around. Like you have to change the cadence, you have to change the snap count. These dudes do not need to be looking back at the quarterback. And I know a lot of teams do it, but a lot of these teams have way better offensive line and more athletic offensive line and a way better coached offensive line. But man, so you're looking, you got here, right? Here, and here. That means nobody's got 3. That's Ashton Genty's guy, right? Or you got 0, the linebacker. You're looking over there. Either way, you better pick up somebody. If 3 comes, you got to pick him up. But if he doesn't, you got to get 0. 3 comes. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. And you got 6 defenders, right? As an offensive lineman, you have to work to the inside. It's going to take these outside guys longer to get to the quarterback. You have to chip this man. And as big as you are, Dylan Parham, instead of having that one hand out, both hands should have been bumping that dude and then turn and get back to that guy, because at least if you stop him, if you slow him down, and I see Ashton Genty looking that way like, oh, man, I'm going to have to pick this dude up. But golly, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Gino could do here. I don't know. Should we blame the players or the coaches? Um, I mean, you have to blame coaches, right? I mean, the players play the game, right? They get out there and do their job. as long as Parham has been in the NFL, he's on his contract year, right? He's been with the Raiders long enough. He's played center, which I don't know why he's not playing center. Um, a topic for another conversation. I thought he played pretty well when uh, when Andre James, was hurt before we had JPJ playing there. So I would put the dude at center because obviously, I don't know, Parham. He's been pretty solid this year in a lot of situations. But this is my first time watching this. Just paying attention to the offensive line. I was watching the quarterback, the running back when I watched it earlier. A lot of defense. God, that was bad. Well, you gotta chip this man. You gotta do something. These two aren't even coming, right? You got 91 and 45. They don't even pursue. They're dropping off. So basically, they completely fooled Caleb Rogers and Alex Kappa playing center because maybe that was Kappa's guy, right? And I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're reading it's there, yeah. I mean, that's Kappa's guy if you're playing zone, right? He got 29, you got 52, you got 0. You're supposed to get 91. You're down blocking here, and then 98 and 3 is, I guess, Ashton Genty. I don't know. I don't know. They got too many guys. They got numbers. Somebody's gonna have to pick something, and you got two guys that have nothing to do here. Down set hit. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Caleb Rogers looks late, tries to help out on 98. Kappa is doing a lot of what if you follow this channel and if you watch us break down film before, a lot of what he was doing last year when he was not with the Raiders, 4 or 5 different plays in games that we went through film breakdown. We've seen a lot of this. Alex Kappa's numbers facing the wrong way. If your offensive lineman numbers are the wrong way, he got beat. Um, everybody's beat. Everybody's beat. But Gino doesn't even try to help himself. I mean, look at this man. Look at this man right here. Come on. You see this. Come on, Gino. You see this. You got to look over here or throw the ball, man. Look over or throw the ball. Just throw it. Throw it. Bounce it off somebody's head. I don't know. But just horrible blocking. Again, it doesn't matter who's out there, who's calling plays. Um, these guys just don't look like they are ready. All right, 1st and 10. Nice little dump off. I'll play it one more time before I go to the full screen. Stop it here. They only rush 4. Man, pretty good job, right? For a second, pretty good job. I don't know what Gino. I don't know what Gino wanted, man. Like you got more time. You got one-on-one here with the safety coming over on 1st and 10. I mean, I'm taking a shot there, right? Then you got your guy Tyler Lockett, who's got his numbers facing you, man. If you could see the numbers, your guy sees you, right? If you see the numbers, hit the numbers. He's got his numbers facing Geno Smith. Geno does not throw that ball. He's gonna check it down. Ashton Genty beats a guy, levels a guy. Nice little pickup. Let's look at the blocking scheme. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. You got Alex Kappa going right. You got Forsyth coming right. You got Dylan Parham going left. Right? DJ Glaze is going right. Why is Parham going left? I don't know. I don't know. But again, you got time. Gino looks right at his man. Let's look at it again. I wish I could see more of this top route. Damn it. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Run it again. Right there. Right there. Right there. It doesn't get any more clear than to have this man in front of your face for a 10-yard pickup on 1st and 9. It's a first down. You move the chains, right? You gain a little bit of momentum. Hell nah. Let's just check down to Ashton Genty, who has a dude barreling down at him. Again, look, he's got to see that too. He looks over here. He sees this man running to the flats. So you know, as soon as you hit Ashton Genty with the ball, this man is coming to make a play. Thank God Ashton Genty avoids it, picks up a couple. But man, just nonsense. Just nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Brandon Carroll has no business being in the NFL offensive line coach. I don't know. Is it Carroll? Is it Pete? Right? Because there's a lot of people that say Brandon Carroll did a damn good job when he was on his own at Washington. We've broke down film on here a little bit from Washington's run game. He was the run game coordinator and the offensive coordinator. So is it Brendan Carroll? Is it Brendan Carroll? Is it Pete Carroll? Is it above? Right? Is it Spytech saying no? Don't play Caleb Rogers. No, don't play these guys. Play Alex Kappa. I don't know. I don't know. But I know this offensive line is bad, and these players have to have more, just more heart than this, man. I mean, Ashton Genty gets the ball. It's a pitch play. Look what he sees. I mean, look what you're seeing, bro. I played running back. This is why I always do the running backs, right? Not a lot, but I played it enough to know that on a sweep or a pitch, come on, man, you're already surveying the field. You already know what's going on. And this, you have to have this vision. You have to see these three behind them. I know he's a little short, but come on. I guarantee you he sees those guys. So what does he do with the blocker out here? With the blocker out here? You run right to the middle of a pile. Again. Stop. This is a clusterfuck. You have maybe one lane here. He doesn't hit the C gap, the B gap. Oh, C gap is outside. He doesn't hit this B gap, right? He just runs straight forward. With that gap closed up. But man, if you're coming outside, he's got a block. You at least got space. You got space. You got one guy here. Maybe these guys make it to Genty. Maybe it's a touchdown. But vision, man, a 6th-round pick. That is a very a 6th overall pick. That is a very, some say too high pick for a running back in the NFL draft, right? 6th overall. You have to have, like I talked about, all the traits, right? You have to have all the tools. And vision is the number one. Number one. You have to be able to make quick, decisive decisions. I mean, even if we stop it here, right? If he takes this lane, and I don't know if y'all can see his damn mouse. No. But if he takes that lane at the top, you got a, I don't know what the hell Carter Runyon is doing. He's not even trying to block. But if you would have took that way, and if he could have, oh my God, go back. Wait, what the? Wait, what is Carter Runyon doing? So he pulls. Oh, yeah, he got his man. So look, dude, he's got a hat on a hat right here. You got a hat on a hat right here. If Genty bounces this to the top or to the bottom, you're picking up yards. Not maybe not a touchdown, but maybe a touchdown. You got a blocker at the top. You got one guy up here to beat. You got 3 guys on the bottom to beat. Your man made his block, and you just blast into a pile. Like that's not generational. That is not generational to me. Let's look at it from this way. What do you see? What do you see? Let's get that Carter Runyon out of the way. Okay. So, in his defense, you got a hole in front of you, right? You got a hole here, and you got a lane here. But what is the problem in this situation? Once again, it is Dylan Parham, man. Look at Dylan Parham. Already turned sideways. His man's already about to blow by him. Carter Runyon comes in here. He does his job, right? Nice little pickup. Tries to put a hat on. What's that? Tui Atasopo, whatever the hell his name is. Just apologize. Puts a lick on him and does it and just bounces off. But he tried. So, anyways, you got a hole here. You see that guy, the linebacker spying. And instead of hitting this hole, he cuts. He cuts, bro. He cuts. Shout out for the dizzy face, whatever the hell that is. Appreciate you. Shout out Unleashed Raider in the building. Shout out everybody else in the building that's watching. I appreciate y'all. I'm trying not to get to the comments too much, but y'all keep commenting. If you hashtag, it catches my eye and I can see it. And I know you have a question, and I'm not just over here rambling to myself, but I appreciate everybody in the building. My guy, John Leon, it's been a minute. Appreciate you. Why does Brendan Carroll have no business being in the office? So, yeah, I read that. Should be blaming the players or the coaches? I mean, it's hard, bro. It's hard. I think at this point, you can't really blame, players if the play call, right? If your quarterback is not given, or he's given the opportunity to check in plays, but he's not doing it. When you see offensive linemen, 2 or 3 offensive linemen, right? Your center and both your guards pointing shit out, and your quarterback is still just looking this way, and then hikes the ball. Again, look at him looking down, bro. Look at his head. Look at Geno's head every time. Is his head up surveilling the field? Is he looking? Is he looking at the rush? He's not. He's not even looking, dude. Look at his head. It's down. It's down. Last second, he lifted up his head. Last second. But again, let's get to this hole right here. Come on, man. Maybe DJ Glaze makes this block. Maybe he doesn't. But if you just have patience, right? A little stutter step right here. Patty feet, whatever you want to call it, right? Give your man time or just blast through this hole. You got one-on-one, bro. One-on-one. There is no reason for this damn jump cut to go. Look how big that hole gets after he jump cuts. Golly. Look how big this hole gets after jump cuts. Look at this hole. Now look at the hole. Man, come on. You're getting positive yardage, if anything. And I'm saying, probably 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 yards. Maybe you juke this last man over here and you pick up a touchdown. But we get nothing. Again, bad vision by your running back, bad blocking. It's all around. And that to me is coaching 100%, man. 100%. Shout out for the $1.99 fire, Gino. Appreciate you. All right, what do we got up top again? They're sending 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, they're sending 5. This is what Gino has. So you got 2 up top, 3 up top, trips to the top. If these are short passes, man, what is the down? It is 3rd and flipping 1, bro. It's 3rd and 1. This is a 3rd and 1 play. This is a man. I'm just gonna end this live, bro. I appreciate everybody in the building. Appreciate the 5 rocking with me. I don't even know why I do this to this team, bro. This is pathetic, bro. If you can stand here on your big ass platforms and say Geno is not the problem, Pete Carroll is not the problem. Bro. All right. All right. Woosah. Breathe, 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 breathe. All right. I'm better. Yes. All right. Here we go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Damn, that pocket collapsed quick. All right, but you have 3 seconds. This is the NFL. You know what the average time for Aiden O'Connell to throw the ball was his rookie year? Every game, the 20 games Aiden O'Connell has played, his average time to throw the ball is 2.66 seconds. That is 18% lower than the average time to throw in the NFL. He had 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions,